Saturday Mayhem. You don't get to talk, I get to talk. I'm your boss. Saturday Mayhem continues with our daily Internet Championship match.
Screw you, I'm going to talk anyway.
Well, then why don't you talk?
The last time we saw him, he attacked Brian Phoenix.
You sold out.
Shut up.
Spring Breakout Extra.
Yes, please watch that.
BYD2. I faced my counterpart, Dimitri. Someone that decided to take something I created, the SOS, the biggest name in HWA, and take it down to the level of CCW. I proved to myself and to you people that regardless, I could take him out. I took out Dimitri, I taken out Lotus. Pete knows it, Phoenix knows it.
I'm Skeeter.
Speaking of Phoenix, I'd like to bring up the fact that after his concussion, he's decided he did not want to show his ugly mug around this place again. And I'd also like to point out that, Skeeter, for some reason you think that the only way I'm going to lose that belt is by putting me up against another champion. Well, Skeeter, I'm going to prove you and these idiots wrong tonight by beating the tar out of Hickman. Bring it on, kid!
Do not know why exactly you're yelling at me, but for Madman WK, the tests continue in his Internet Championship reign. Defeating Dimitri to win the belt. He has since gone through the Playmaker Boomer Rose. And last week at Spring Breakout, a hell of an effort against the diehard LOK. But this is resiliency in a nutshell. This is a man whose hardcore championship will not be on the line in this match. It is your daily internet title defense. It is the hardcore champion, Jeff Hickman. By crowd noise alone, he's probably the most popular star in HWA. Won't have to worry for a little bit of time, but defending that hardcore championship, he has a chance to become a double champion. And if you can believe this, one of the many stars of the roster who may be a triple crown champion or on that plateau. Hilo rings the bell and we're underway with Madman WK and Jeff Hickman's first time ever meeting, locking up collar elbow. And Madman pushing down Jeff Hickman. Madman WK for the longest time has shown a mass aggression. Ever since he came into HWA, he was given the moniker of the King Midas. At the first show of Spring Breakout 2011, however, called himself the King Midas of HWA, however, he got himself disqualified at that show, but it's been an uphill battle to climb. Cover here after a DDT. Madman forming SOS in the first year, becoming perhaps the most dominant of all the HWA champions. You have to give him credit. A dominant 2011 followed by a morose 2012. And so far he's getting worked on with the talents of Mr. Hickman, who has shown his worth. He has grown from being a rookie to perhaps one of the pros. One of the veterans, seemingly. It only is a year and a half's worth of work.
Madman sucks! Madman sucks! Madman sucks! Madman sucks!
Madman putting the gloves on. He has a fierce right hand of his own. Calling the fans idiots.
1, 2.
Saying their salvation has returned. Bashed Brian Phoenix upside the skull on Spring Breakout Extra with a brick, ruining the retirement ceremony, the retirement speech for what Brian Phoenix. And now Hickman with a kick to the chest. I remain indifferent. as to where I stand. On the one hand, Madman WK, again, proving the point that I mentioned in the State of My Union address over a month ago. It's all about fighting for yourself in this company on this particular year. There are no SOSs anymore. There will be no CCW rehashes. It's a whole new day, and it's all about fighting for yourself in this company. And on that basis, I think Madman WK proved his point. Oh, slamming the knee down. And of course, I have my feelings against Brian Phoenix. After all, I took his ownership. Proud moment of that. But on the other hand, I kind of feel a little bit sorry for him, and by kind of, I mean not a rat's ass. Not a rat's chance.
Well, I'm sure if he was here, he'd tell you to fuck off.
If he were in character. Couldn't even tell his real side from his fake side.
I don't think he had a character.
Other than being
he explained that pretty well in that speech, that he saw is what you got.
Other than being Mr. John Cena, the Cena of this company.
Yeah, it's according to Jimmy Jack.
Yeah, the only thing Jimmy Jack may be right on. Which, by the way, I was talking about Cletus earlier, mentioning to me these rehabilitation process. As soon as I could find the guy that actually owns this camera, I think I might have a little bit of something to show Mr. Jimmy Jack. Oh, goodness! Shot to the gut. Those punches have a ton of effect. Madman, only a 2 count. Gonna take a lot of fight to tear apart the heart and the skills of Mr. Hickman. Look at this! He's turning around Hickman. Reverses course at front and center. Hickman resilient as ever, saying no. It is still quite early in the bout. But Madman WK with an uphill battle to climb himself. This is his 3rd defense of the Internet Championship since winning it at BYD2. It is the rule that I will continue to enforce with the Internet Championship being the most fightingest belt you hold at HWA. You defend that belt at every free preview at Saturday Mayhem. It includes today and will include Golden Opportunity in 2 weeks.
I mentioned before, I'm not exactly sure if I'm accurate on this, but I believe the Internet title split into 2 records. I believe Houston has the record for most title defenses, and Dimitri has the record for actual length of holding the title.
Yes. Houston had 6 in a row. Madman, if he wins today, will be halfway through. Cocaine Kelly, affectionately referring to this as the Jefficution, inverted Texas cloverleaf. Madman, a bit away from the corner. And I believe you are right as far as time is concerned.
This is for the Internet Championship. This is not
which is
for the Hardcore Championship.
basically what all the record books at HWA show by way of time, which is the standard for records at HWA. So Dimitri, of course, would probably be the longest reigning champion. But you are right, Houston had 6 defenses before finally losing.
Of title reigns, and speaking earlier, Triple Crown champions, if Hickman wins this, he will be the 3rd Triple Crown winner.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. I mentioned it in the intro. Madman, of course, the former HWA champion and an Internet champion. He's on his way.
I wasn't here for that part.
Like I said, roughly 3/4 of the roster is close to being a Triple Crown champion.
Well, you know the fans. Sometimes they have to be reminded. No offense.
In the generation of ADD. No. Front face lock this time.
Watching the Royal Rumble, one of the Royal Rumbles, and I was kind of surprised how many times they had to say, "Remember what's at stake." Title shot at WrestleMania.
As if you didn't already know, you dumbasses! Oh! Hickman counters a front face lock to a back suplex. Madman looks beheaded from this point, from this angle.
This is the downside of me leaving the commentator lounge for a second. I don't know what you've already mentioned.
Get a hearing
I
aid.
mentioned this little nugget of information. Since Hickman won the Hardcore title, he hasn't defended it yet.
Low Budget Enterprises, a proud partner of HWA.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a ring bell using a skillet and a hammer.
Yeah,
Hell knows how Jimmy Jack reverts the beer.
And they forget, and the timekeeper forgets to bring the bell to the show. At least you remembered this time.
Well, we moved to the trailer court. What do you expect?
I still don't know who's like.
They don't like Hollywood budgets here.
Apparently, they don't like frying pans either.
Unless you're cooking eggs for me. I want an omelet!
Shut up. One.
I love the Denver omelets.
Oh!
They're 2 count.
We want omelets.
Thank you.
We want omelets.
You remember when the man brought...
Stripping's not allowed!
You remember when the man brought all those eggs to the show?
I don't want to remember this. I can break my own rules! Oh, you're yelling about... Yeah, stripping's not allowed! You can pop in anytime you want, Psycho.
Yeah, this is a company where if Skeeter said jump, they're going to say, yeah, right.
I'm the king of this house when you get home.
Oh, I'm so glad he knows what I'm talking about.
Who doesn't?
Them.
If you don't like Bob and Tom, you're a redneck.
Oh, you had to...
Oh! Jeff Hickman getting slapped. Madman WK flipping the bird, telling the fans they're number 1. Of course, with our off year it's been so far with all the delays weather-wise, we still strive to be the number 1 company. Madman WK, turn around, Billy Goat's curse.
No! Why so serious?
Why so questionable? That's all I gotta ask you.
What's wrong with being questionable?
I would answer you, but that was a very serious point of the match. Madman WK, now look at that boxing off the head, the back of the head of Mr. Hickman. Part of that rough house style. Madman arguing with the official.
He's the stiffest wrestler in the back. For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to or think I'm referring to something dirty, stiff means he hits hard.
For example, the throat thrust he threw to Boomer Rose. Oh, goodness!
And that.
That's not how the head is supposed to operate.
The head bone's connected to nothing now.
The head bone's connected to a hidden head bone.
The head bone's connected to the mat.
The mat's connected to nothing. Who's Matt? Madman WK slowly bringing the pace of this man back down!
Come on.
Almost threw him down with one arm.
That was almost title defense number 3.
I'm knocking off your head. Second guess me and you're out if you're Madman.
You tell that boy.
Like
Kilo growing before our eyes.
Title match. This is not a hardcore match.
Oh! One fall to a finish.
Madman can get disqualified, but if he does,
he
will
keeps the
retain
belt.
Title.
Disqualifications are countouts. He keeps the championship.
Stop kicking out!
Madman talking to Hickman like he's a slave.
He's beating Boomer. He's beating the diehard LOK.
And now he's stripping! You have a burned-off nipple! Need I remind you?
That's what I go streaking in.
For our YouTube fans watching the show, just disregard that last remark.
I don't want to streak.
We'd like to extend a hello to our YouTube watchers and fellow backyard wrestlers.
Hopefully you're not referring to Twitch.
2, 3, 4.
By the way, I deleted him.
What the hell is your problem?
I didn't know you were
This is
friends
my
with
match, not yours. When I said let go of you, let go.
Oh!
Oh!
Jesus!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, he's got glasses. Wait a minute! Dimitri! Oh! Dimitri laying out Madman with a stop sign.
Wait, he did this last week. He came out during Hickman's match with Icky.
He helped Hickman defeat Icky Thup, but, well, you know, Dimitri and Madman have a sore history with each other. Dating back to the SOS days.
Southern Comfort!
And another Southern Comfort sweep!
But Hickman saw it this time. Hickman didn't see it happen last week.
Dimitri opening up shop,
Hickman,
inviting Hickman to go for the cover. The title's on the line.
Hickman, you've got this.
Do it!
Hickman, you're the internet
Do it!
champion.
Do it! Wait,
Not winning it that way.
what?
Cover him. No. Get back up.
He's telling.
What are you doing?
He's not heeding the advice of Dimitri. Don't know if that's smart.
I'm handing you
Hickman
a
don't want it that way.
Get up.
Madman WK is down and out. Hickman could be internet champion at this point. The referee is down front and center.
Take the opportunity. Slay King, my
Jeff Hickman is a 3 count away from being Triple Crown bound.
He won't win it the way he had it. He wants to do it himself.
No! Demon Slayer! Countered! Madman with elbow straight to the face. Uh-oh. What's he think?
Powerbomb.
Trying to go for... Oh, he's got him up in the crucifix. Madman has Mr. Hickman up in the crucifix! Laying him out.
His foot's outside the ring, ref.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Hickman's foot was not outside the ring.
get that on camera.
You see it right there. Hickman has not moved a muscle since taking that move. The knee to the face, and he's out.
Handed him the Internet Championship, and Hickman said he wouldn't do it.
Dimitri disappearing. Madman WK, 3 for 3 since becoming an Internet Champion.
He retains the Internet Championship for at least another week.
By the slightest of margins.
New attitude.
Maybe.
Same result.
Salvation!
Still Internet Champion by the slightest.
You're a cheater. You're a cheater.
Try again.
How did he cheat?
Dimitri, once again, trying to run in favor of Hickman, but it didn't work this time around.
The only consolation for Hickman is that the hardcore title is still in his possession, but
I know I'm supposed to be unbiased, but Hickman deserves our praise. One of the few guys I like in this company. Wasn't going to take a cheap win.
he watched Dimitri nail the Southern Comfort Suite.
Jeff Hickman, much better than taking a cheap win. He keeps his hardcore title, as that was not on the line. Madman retains his Internet Championship.
Well, coming up next, it's main event time, Skeeter.
Here it's Saturday Mayhem. By the way, Shake a Bake Slide. You want to go with gimmick infringement again?